Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Heng Shi, and I'm delighted to welcome each and every one of you here to the City of 10,000 Buddhas for Miss Gwyneth Chun's concert to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the Venerable Master Xuanhua's bringing the Dharma to the West. We are going to begin, and let me introduce a little bit about our pianist tonight. And before I do that, I would like to remind you, please join with me in the brand new internet age social ritual called putting your phaser on stun. I'm going to do that right now. Click. You really don't want to have that alarm go off while you're sitting, listening, and enjoying the music. Also, may I ask, please, and this comes from the artist directly, could you please not make photographs while she is performing? There will be opportunities afterwards for photographs, but if you have an autofocus light, it blinks red, and that's very distracting, I'm told, to the performer. So that would be very helpful. And no secret cell phone videos that go up tomorrow on YouTube, all right? Aha, gotcha. All right, so those are the requests. Please turn your cell phone off. No videos. There will be an opportunity for photos later. And Ms. Chun has requested that you hold your applause between the movements. Tonight's program, if you'll notice, is divided between Bach and Liszt. And each of the composers has movements in between. So she would like to play through in one breath. Play the Bach through, and then we can show our appreciation, and then the Liszt. So please hold your applause between movements. I need to say that in Chinese for those of us who will probably be moved to applaud. 这个钢琴家他要求我们如果等到这个巴赫他的整个6首走完了，我们才鼓掌啊！不要他停止我们鼓掌，听得懂吗？这样比较好。好哈，好。然后呢 ，Liszt 也是一样，李斯特。等我们他表演完了，有7首，那么表演完了，我们才鼓掌，好吧？这样可以吗？可以，他们听得懂。Good, okay. All right. The peacocks agree. So let me introduce to you now the artist who you're going to enjoy this evening. Miss Gwyneth Chun showed her talent early. She was the 50-state national piano competition winner, the laureate in both junior high, and then she went on to compete in the senior high and won again. That was the first time in American history that any single individual had won both junior and senior high national 50-state competitions. Then in 1990, she was the laureate in the Tchaikovsky International Piano Competition in Russia. She was the first prize winner at the 1993 Ivo Pogorelich International Piano Competition, and I might add, she won then what is still the largest cash prize in the history of piano competitions, $100,000. Miss Chun was then a young lady of 23. She was the youngest contestant in the Pogorelich piano competition. She was the only Asian and the only woman, and she won. So what a statement for young Asian feminists, yeah? So subsequent to the award, Mr. Pogorelich said of her, "She is too good to be true," he said of her playing. And the victory was also was broadcast internationally on CNN at the time. She holds a BA and an MA from the Juilliard School, and she represented Taiwan at the countdown concert to the 2008 Olympics in Beijing. And the way that was done was the Chinese invited every nation not only to bring their athletes, but also to bring their artists. They invited all of the countries competing in the Olympics to also nominate one artist, be it in the realm of dance or music or composition, whatever it might be, and they invited Taiwan. And Miss Chun was invited to be the Olympic pianist at the Beijing Olympics, and she performed at the Steel Egg. And it was the opening of the Grand Steel Egg that everyone became world famous. So at that time, she was called in Taiwan the Pride of Taiwan, Taiwan Zhiguang. So that's quite a distinguished honor. She has played for all three presidents of Taiwan, Li, Chen, and Ma Ying-jeou. She played at his inauguration. And there's another story here. Miss Chun has performed at the annual Chopin Festival, which is held worldwide. The winners go to where Chopin composed so many of his etudes and nocturnes, and she was invited. She won twice, and she was invited to stay in the cell of the monastery where Chopin did most of his composing. So she has this kind of link with the famous composers of Europe. Miss Chun, her latest CD called Gwyneth Chun Chopin Favorites won Best Performance Award at the Golden Melody Awards in Taiwan, which is the Taiwan equivalent of the Grammy. So she has also played many benefit concerts for the Dharma Realm Buddhist Association, which is our home organization, for the American Cancer Society, and also for the Fountain Project. Now, Ms. Chun is also a practicing Buddhist. She is a disciple of the Venerable Master Hsuan Hua. She is a vegetarian, I might add, and people say, how can you play with such strength and be a vegetarian? And her answer is, because I'm a vegetarian, that's where the strength comes from. That's her answer. So among concert pianists, she is most well known for being someone who combines meditation, devotion, martial arts. She practices Dayan Qigong, and spiritual practice along with her piano discipline. In this way, merging East and West. I have had the pleasure to witness Miss Chun perform, introduced by Master Hsuan Hua, and I know that she gives absolutely everything in her preparation for her performances. And before this performance, for the last 6 months, she has practiced for 8 hours a day to fulfill her wish to respond to Master Hsuan Hua, our founder's instructions to her that someday she has to come to the city of 10,000 Buddhas and give her performance. That time has come. Her goal, as she states on the program, is to share her love of music and faith